you guys, Hood Rabino Doubles Digest. Xavion, is it almost impossible not to get caught up in the storyline for you personally, not only growing up in Texas, but actually playing in Texas? Or is it really important to just really keep that storyline in perspective, because this is obviously the most important game of the year?
I don't know. I don't like, it's kind of, I don't like that. I mean, I went there, I signed there out of high school, it is what it is, but I don't like all the, I went to Texas, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm viewing it, this is another game, but, obviously me being a Texas kid, just being there, wearing that jersey and then being somewhere else, and playing against that jersey, obviously it's two totally different things, but, man, I'm just treating it, as another game for me, really. Like, I'm excited to be playing in the Peach Bowl in Atlanta. It just so happened to be against Texas. I knew that was going to, it was a possibility that it could happen. I got some guys over there, I'm pretty close with. There's pretty good players over there, but I mean, I'm focused on winning the game, It's just a regular game to me.
Like, not to make you go further into it, but when you were at Texas, what maybe is different here than what you experienced there, or some similarities?
Culture, people in the building, I feel like just here is just people in the building is what make it special, not a logo, it's not, it's not, ASU is a family, like the whole, movement, like everybody that represents the pitchfork, it's a family. That's what I can say here, the culture that, that Coach Dillingham is still here, the brotherhood that we have, the 4 core values that we value, the smart, tough, the ball, the team. Just all the guys, like they said, being doubted, coming from different places like me, like Texas, like USC, guys like Caleb that's been here through everything, through thick and thin, who've been here through the bad seasons, the up seasons, like guys who was at schools that was maybe counted out, wasn't a good fit for them. Like we all just came together and, created a family. So that's what I would say.
Go ahead, Ellen.
I know Shamari and CJ just talked a lot about the importance of wanting to prove the doubters wrong. Can both of you guys just kind of talk about kind of how big that is for you guys, kind of being viewed as the underdog moving forward?
Yeah, I feel like it is big, but at the end of the day, I feel like no matter what we do every week, we're gonna have some type of doubters. So at this point, it's just to be the best we can be, not really focus on what other people got to say and stuff like that, because we won the Big 12 championship and people still got stuff to say. So at this point, it's like you just keep doing what we can do and keep winning, because we're gonna have doubters.
Yeah, I would say the same thing to really piggyback off him. Like, I mean, it's been, like ASU is a car, and the doubters have been the gas. We've been putting that in our engine, the whole year. So if we sit here 11-2 in the Peach Bowl, still doubt it. We love that. Like that gives us extra edge. We go out to practice every day. You turn on TV, turn on your phone. First thing you wake up in the morning, seeing ASU doubt it. Okay, it's cool. Get up, go attack the day. So.
X, can you talk about how the secondary will compensate for Shamari's absence in the first half?
I mean, I really love those group of guys, because just seeing where we came from January together as a secondary, like the amount of work that we put in, obviously we have a tough job. It doesn't matter if you play corner, nickel, safety, any bad play, it's on everybody. It's on the whole secondary. So just the brotherhood that we, developed over time until now, through these tough games in the season, us being able to close out and really, bond together. We've always had that next man up mentality, and obviously losing a leader, a great player like Shamari for 30 minutes, obviously is not what we want, but it is what it is, and we've had games where we've maybe had one of our talented players go down, and we were able to compensate for that and pull out. So everybody is just gonna step up. Everybody's just gonna step up their game. I have to step up my game. The whole defense has to step up their game. Offense, everybody. We're gonna come to play no matter who's on the field. No matter what 11. So.
Jordan, and then Elliot, and Blake, and then Doug.
Jordan Hampson, 360. Just for both of you, what stands out to you about this Texas offense? What would make them difficult to defend?
I'd just say probably like the size. That's really the biggest difference when you talk about like SEC and stuff. Really the size, but I feel like our team, we got the guys to match up with them too. So I'm not really I don't really think there's a real big difference, but I think the size is probably the biggest.
I would just say, I would say that similar to offenses we've been seeing all year, really. Like, I feel like we match up with them pretty well. I know the guys that, we have on our defense, and I feel like I can take them, anywhere against anybody. I don't really feel like, it's size matters. We played against teams that was Iowa State was bigger than us, see the result. So it's like, just as long as we focus on being us each and every play, I feel like, the odds, are in our favor.
I like that.
Kind of piggybacking off of that a little bit. When you guys go up against ASU's offense in practice, does it almost make it seem like opposing teams' offenses like aren't as hard compared to that after going up against guys like Scat and Sam?
Yeah, it starts from the guy that takes the snaps. Just seeing him grow from when he got here till now. Like, I can't imagine when he leaves, like, what it'd be like. But he's an elite quarterback, and then the guy that's taking the snaps, handing it off, handing it off to an elite running back. I feel like those two guys, are some of the top in the country, along with our offense. You see what they've done in these games. You see how they, scored and moved the ball all year. Credit to those guys. It's exciting when we're on the sideline watching those guys because we go against it every day in practice. So we feel like I said, fall camp and spring ball, everything we've gone through has prepared us, for these tough moments and these tough games. So we all believe in each other, and we just gonna, play our game.
Blake, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Caleb, I just wanted to ask you, you've been at ASU for the highs and the lows. What lesson is there to be learned in your story, sticking through the pain and struggle and finding success on the other side that other people can take inspiration from?
Run your own race. I had a lot of teammates that were leaving, and it kind of made me want to leave, but you got to understand that everybody else's mission and goals and everybody else's the things they do, you ain't got to do. You know what I'm saying? Your journey's different, and that's one thing I learned a lot is that just run your own race and do what you do.
As you guys have both played for a lot of football coaches in your careers, when did you first realize that Kenny is a little bit different just in how he operates and his approach to coaching a college football team?
Well, when he first got here, I realized it was a little different. Just like even when seeing him crying in the press conference, like when he first got here, you could tell it's a different type of passion. You know what I'm saying? And then he got here, and the stuff he was preaching, he was really trying to live by. So.
For me, I would say I was a highly recruited guy. So seeing different coaches talk to you different ways could sometimes get old. But I could tell that everything he said was real and that he really cared about, kids. Like when you first go to college, you're 17, 18 years old. Some people, they might just tell you something, promise you something, just so it sounds good, just so you into it, and then, you end up going to the school or something like that. But even when I was in the transfer portal, the first conversation we had, he wanted to know about me as a person. Like he didn't care about, the football side. He really, showed that he cared about me as a person. So, obviously when it comes to football, him knowing he's a person, you naturally want to play harder for him, naturally want to do everything for him. So I would say he takes time to know his team. He creates relationships with everybody on the team, no matter if you're the best player or, no matter what you do, like no matter if you're a staff member, he says hi to everybody, same energy to everybody. So I think that's what really makes this program special. Like nobody's above one another. Everybody's just, one big family.
Your teammates were just in here and they mentioned him crying maybe during team meetings. Does this happen fairly often or?
No, I wouldn't say fairly often, we did, Coach Dillingham is emotional, he's not afraid to, let his emotions show, no matter if it's cameras, not cameras, but, I guess when it's time for him to cry, he could be crying, so it's just, that's just what it is.
Damon Allred, Arizona Sports. Caleb, kind of piggybacking off what Blake asked, what does it mean to you to go through what you've gone through and to be leaving ASU in a better spot than you left it, or than you found it?
It means everything, this is what I came to college to do, is play games like this and do things like this, and to finally just in my 5th year being able to do all of this stuff is just everything to me. Like it's everything to my family. It's what you work for your whole life, you dream of stuff like this, and to finally have it here, it just means everything.
with you guys both in the leadership roles, what have you been kind of telling people? What's the messaging preparing this defense for this game?
Same thing we always say, you know, obviously bring our A game, but you know, on defense we pride us. We like, I feel like everybody on defense like loves, like we are made for games like this. Like when we go out there that first drive, and we all get together in that little huddle, like by the numbers before you run out, you know, like we all believe. So I'm excited. I'm really excited, you know, to run out there with this guy, and the guys on the field, like, because you know we're being doubted by the whole world. So it's like, you know, we feel like, you know, they got to strap up just like we do. So come Saturday, January 1st, you know, it's gonna be a war. You know that. It's gonna be a war, definitely.
Xavion, I know that Kenny said he really doesn't talk much before the game. He actually lets you do the pregame talks. That's pretty legendary in that aspect. We've been thinking about. You have got like 3 weeks to think about this. I gotta think it's gonna be like Oscar worthy or something.
Everybody says that they think I plan the speeches. It's not planned, you know. But I mean, it's just pure passion. Like I just really love this game. I feel like I'm, you know, made for games like this. Like, you know, this is what I've been, like he said, been dreaming of since I was, you know, 4 years old. You know, and that was, you know, my dream school, you know, at once. You know, I thank them for giving me the opportunity to go there, you know, fulfill my dreams, you know. But now, you know, I'm like the dream killer now. So it's like, you know, going out there like, man, I want to win this game. Like, you know, I'm a competitor. We're all competitors. You know, nobody goes out there is just gonna lay down. You know, like we've been doubted. You know, but we all have to go play the same 60 minutes. So, you know, we believe in ourselves, believe in our team. Same process. We're just gonna go out there and, you know, do what we do.
Caleb, being back here. Texas has 2 really good running backs. What would you say is the biggest key for your unit to be able to slow down that run game?
Just be physical. I mean, we faced a lot of good backs this year, so I'm not too much worried about that. We go against really good backs at practice, so I'm not too much worried about that either. But we just got to play a physical game, and be more physical than them. I think we shouldn't have a problem.
Anyone else?